First question's from Dave Vassay. Go ahead, Dave.
Tony, 5 strikeouts, no walks today, and you just have really had a good strikeout to walk ratio this spring. What do you attribute that to this spring?
Just trying to throw a lot of strikes, trying to throw strikes with all pitches. Attack the zone, try to stay ahead of guys and, ultimately not walking.
Is there any incorporation of a pitch this spring that maybe has led to that as well?
Not really. Just trying to attack the zone, not trying to be too fine. If they hit it, they hit it. And, saw like with the Yastrzemski at bat, the 3-1, just sticking with the heater, trying to get back in the zone a little bit. And then, he just got to it.
We've heard a lot about Keibert Ruiz. Just curious, with him catching you today, what's he like as a receiver, and just to have that pitcher-catcher relationship with him?
I like it. He was asking a lot of questions today before the game, during the game, and like in between innings and all that stuff. How I wanted to attack guys and all that, and it was awesome hearing that from him. And then just receiving and all that, he looked great. He probably got me a few pitches that I normally wouldn't get.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you.
Next question is from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Hey, Tony, Dave's mentioned a few times this spring just that your work over the winter has really stood out. Well, what in particular did you do this winter differently?
All the workouts and the running was relatively normal. Worked on a little bit of like mobility and, trying to get better with it and stronger within the ranges that I have. But ultimately the biggest difference was like how I threw bullpens. I threw them a lot harder. There was a lot more intent behind them. I think this is paying off.
I was just going to ask you, how do you think that's manifesting itself right now for you?
I think the body's just feeling better. I was able to get used to things, throwing hard, earlier, so that I'm not feeling as terrible in between outings and all that. So I think that's how it's been beneficial.
Thank you.
Next question is from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
Tony, when we talked to David Price the other day, he was had a lot of praise for the young guys on this pitching staff, and his willingness to go into the bullpen because your guys' time has come. What's your interaction with David been like? Has he given you advice? Has he just supported you? What?
I love talking to DP. He talks to me, texts me. Like last year, he texted me after most of my starts. I would say, if I did a good job, he'd say good job or all that kind of stuff. Just would keep in contact with me. And then this year, I've been talking a little bit more, get a little bit more face-to-face interaction with him. It's been awesome. Getting to know him, and he sent me a video last night of his kids doing the cat daddy, so I thought it was really funny.
Has he given you any specific pitching advice?
Not yet. Kind of just getting to know him a little bit better right now, and then hopefully I'll get to talk to him a lot more and pick his brain a little bit.
What do you think of a guy who's a Cy Young winner, willing to change his role and pitch out of the bullpen if it makes the team better?
I think he's just a great guy. He's going to do whatever he can to help the ball club and help the ball club win, and whatever decision he thinks is best, and that's his choice. And he's just a good guy.
Thank you.
Next question is from Brooks Smith. Go ahead, Brooks.
Hey, Tony. How'd it feel being back in the batter's box today?
Felt pretty good. It was a little weird. I haven't seen a ball coming at me in a while, especially not from someone throwing it. So felt a little odd, but I thought I took some good swings today, to be honest.
Some of your teammates have talked about wanting the universal DH back in the National League. Is that something that you'd want to see back, or do you actually enjoy getting those at-bats?
I like getting the at-bats. I just want to, get back in the swing of things, seeing pitches and seeing balls, like hitting BP and all that stuff. Get a little bit more comfortable in the box. But, it was pretty fun today. It might not be as fun if I'm hitting off someone throwing 100, but, until then, we'll just have fun with it.
It's obviously hard to tell with a year off, but did you change up your batting stance a little bit? You look a little open.
I don't know. I feel like it just feels comfortable right now, and going to kind of stick with it.
All right. Thank you, man.